Okay, for section 8.2 here, over this series of lectures, we're going to be looking at the light reactions. You see here is a link for a animation video to illustrate what we're going to be talking about. I will also embed on the Canvas webpage for this chapter some other videos that I've found on YouTube that I found to be quite helpful for students and that they are scientifically accurate. Now, everything we're going to be talking about is going to be in and on the thylakoid discs. You see here to the left a rudimentary thylakoid. Okay, this rudimentary thylakoid only has a few proteins and things shown. But you got to remember, this is going to be much bigger than this, and it's going to be studded all over with all these different proteins and glycoproteins, glycolipids, and pigments. Now, two things that come to you notice right off the bat are these two big green things right here. These are known as photosystems. Photosystems are a collection, a complex of those proteins and glycoproteins, glycolipids, and whatnot, as well as pigments, specifically different forms of chlorophyll. Yes, turns out chlorophyll comes in different forms. Slight variations in structure give you chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, and there's also going to be a couple of chlorophylls in there embedded in the middle that have a special structure and a special function, but we'll talk about those later. In between, linking the two photosystems, an electron transport chain, and you see another one, an abridged one at the end, another electron transport chain. Okay, these are going to function quite similar to what we talked about in chapter 7, even though the players, the proteins that are going to be present, are going to be quite different. Their whole job is to take the excited electrons that were generated by the two photosystems and bleed off the energy. Bleed it off so that way only minuscule amounts are lost to second law of thermodynamics. And then notice down here at the bottom, our friend from chapter 7, ATP synthase. ATP synthase is going to utilize the hydrogens that were pumped by the electron transport chain, and as they flow out of the lumen of the thylakoid back into the stroma, they're going to cause it to spin. And as it spins, it's going to use that generated kinetic energy to make a triphosphate and save that energy as chemical energy. So when you look at it, things to keep in mind over the next couple of lectures. Photosystem 2, photosystem 1, an electron transport chain, and then over here, our friend ATP synthase.